matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist. And the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. We've got Paul George, Kelly Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Maxey, and it's Grimes in at the 2 spot. 4 on the clock. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. And here's Oubre from the arc. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Now here's Oubre. Pass to Embiid. Back to Oubre. Now Embiid shoots over Lopez. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Antetokounmpo is doubled. Fires the 3, and it's Lopez. That time on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
Good soft hands there from Lopez, efficient in the catch-and-shoot motion.
George for 3, sends it home from three-point land.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Prince. Tipped. And now the Sixers on the break. For 3, Maxey. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Well, all of that starting right there with the steal by Paul George, illustrating his ability to anticipate that time, and a great play on the ball.
Well, when you talk about a classic 3-and-D guy, Paul George is one of the first to come to mind, Brent.
I agree, BA. I think he's been a little bit underappreciated, but this guy, both ends of the floor, with the ability to score and defend, is elite.
Here's Grimes. Pass to Oubre. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3 to fall.
So big for this offense and crucial that Oubre can continue to knock it down from there.
Lillard passes to Lopez. Kuzma with the ball. Lillard outside. Lopez, the screen on Maxey. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. That's no good. He's 0 for 4. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Pass to George. Here's Grimes. They set the pick. Takes the 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo has got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Lopez. Lillard looking around. Looking to end the run. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
You cannot let Dame get good looks, especially from the corner.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Now Oubre. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Lopez. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. The 3 from Prince. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Grimes. Gets the 3 ball to go.
This team trusts Maxey to make good decisions with the ball.
The Bucks trail by 6. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. The biggest focus on the defensive end, the big man, Joel Embiid. Coach telling me that they've talked a lot about how to defend Embiid. They have a great film session on it, but at the end of the day, he said Joel is a monster down low, so there's only so much you can do. It'll be fun watching the process do his thing tonight, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Oubre passes to Maxey. George outside. From outside the arc. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. 6-point game. Prince can't hit.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Now here's Maxey. Oubre finds Maxey. The 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to Lopez. Lopez, the screen. The 3 from Prince. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. They're communicating. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. We've got Butler. Joel Embiid is out there with Edwards. And it's Yabusele in at the 4. And it's the Sixers with the ball. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Butler passes to Edwards. Back to Butler. Edwards a screen on Porter. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's the 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. And over the last half-decade, Brent, Bobby Portis has been the best 6-man big you can find.
Yeah, pretty remarkable, B.A. He comes in, he gives you some great scoring in some stretches, plays some solid defense. He's got a lot of fire to his game. So this is the exact kind of guy that your team needs in the second unit.
Embiid, good.
Without missing a beat, Embiid gets the shot up. And that's the work of an assertive offensive player.
Here's Porter. Trent for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Now here's Embiid. Butler finds Embiid. Back to Butler. Embiid with it. The kick out to Edwards. Here's McCain, guarded by Trent. Just 5 on the clock. McCain shot is off.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Green for 3. Edwards pulls it in. The Sixers lead by 6. Shot is up. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 8 rebounds in the game. Porter gets the bucket.
Yeah, incredible range. Porter Jr. can cash you in from distance. He certainly did there.
Three-pointer Embiid. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Embiid's got 5.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Pass to McCain. Puts up a 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 9 rebounds now. Porter, the pass to Portis. Back to Porter. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Edwards. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Here's McCain. To the right side. And here's Edwards. Pass to McCain. Portis with the steal. Antetokounmpo outside. All right, Brent, in an ideal world, if you're team building and you have the ability to build around a type of superstar, what would that look like for you?
Well, B.A., the game has changed so much. We see that the most valuable players now, today, are big wings that can handle the physical rigors at both ends of the floor, playing offense and defense, and have the ball in their hands and create advantage every time they touch the ball, whether they're scoring it or making plays for their teammates. But the biggest factor is this guy has to motivate and ingratiate himself to the rest of the team. Those are true high-level championship caliber players.
And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul of the game. And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez comes in for Portis. And Prince is subbed in for Green. Oubre, he's checked in for the Sixers. Grimes comes in for Butler. Prince can't hit. Philadelphia leading by 3. Pass to McCain. Fires the 3. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. McCain's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Oubre with a steal. Here's Yabusele. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Back to Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Outside quarter. Pass to Trent. The 3 is up. Drains the triple. Trent's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
They grab their own miss. Here's McCain. From the arc. Antetokounmpo with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Antetokounmpo touched it last. Here's Maxey. 5 on the clock. Launches it. Prince grabs the miss. Lillard right side. Here's Prince. Gets it up. And that's not gonna go. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Philip, thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game. Halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. One guy who's been getting it done is Gary Trent.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. That's Doc Rivers 5 as we get into the second half. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team. They want to dominate the competition on another level.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning." That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night.
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie. From the inbound. George, no good. The Bucks trail by 6. Lillard, left side, from behind the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Outside Maxey, and it's out of bounds. The Sixers able to retain possession here.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, I appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Outside Oubre. George against Kuzma. Clock at 6. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here for 3. Maxey.
Good defensive effort from Lillard there. He has the athleticism to play lockdown deep.
And it's Antetokounmpo off the drive. Prince against George. Prince, the pass to Kuzma. 3-pointer. The rebound by Maxey. Philadelphia leading by 6. Here's Grimes. Philadelphia with another miss. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Back to Oubre. For 3, Maxey. The shot comes out.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, BA. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
3-pointer. And Maxey, the bucket on the assist from Embiid. Maxey's got 6.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
A nice shot by Lillard.
And to see how comfortable Lillard is once he gets inside. Very patient.
The Sixers lead by 4. Up top, Oubre.
The third, 2 minutes.
Back to Maxey. Inside. Pass to Grimes. This one for 3. And the 76ers another 3.
3 points.
Oubre will draw some attention as a scorer, but that's going to open up some passing lanes. And he doesn't make a mistake that time.
Here's Lillard. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. George with it. There's a minute 26 left to play in the third. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Bucks trail by 7. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Prince. For 3. The kick out to Kuzma. For 3, here's Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard. For Philadelphia, they've gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. For 3, George. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lopez. Trent, he's checked in for the Bucks. Outside Maxey. Oubre, a screen on Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Maxey. The Sixers again can't hit. The Bucks have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Pass to Lopez. Takes a 3. Connects from downtown. Lopez has got 6.
Lopez more and more has no fear from shooting behind the arc.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. Milwaukee making some changes. Sims, he's checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Porter Jr. in for Prince. 24 seconds left in the third. Here's Porter. Trent outside. Unloads. Outside Porter. 4-3. The rebound by Yabusele. Edwards looking for an opening. The Sixers again can't hit. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Sixers ahead, leading by 4. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. They've got Joel Embiid. Edwards out there with Butler. And it's McCain in at the 2. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Porter. Gets some space and parries the jumper.
Yeah, just one of a few places Porter can hit from. Good use of the mid-range J.
Pass to Edwards. Over to the wing. Here's Yabusele. And here's Butler outside. Rebounded by Green. On the wing, Porter. Butler covering. Porter's shot is off. The Sixers leading. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. To take the lead. What a make! Giannis for 3! All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight of converting on those chances.
The 3 is up. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Bucks lead by 1.
That is smooth, quick stuff from Giannis. Excellent job pulling up that time.
3-pointer Embiid. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 15 rebounds here tonight. And Edwards slams it in. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
Yeah, that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Butler. Porter finds Antetokounmpo. Trent from long range. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got 3 assists in the game. Edwards a screen on Porter. Butler passes to Edwards. Back to Butler. Here's McCain. Outside Butler. From the elbow. No good. Off the front rim. The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. Back to Porter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Now Green. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Butler. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Here's McCain. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Antetokounmpo, pass to Porter. Puts up a 3. Pass to Trent. Six to shoot. Fires the 3. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid. Here's McCain, guarded by Trent. This one for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
The 3 is up. Butler can't get it to go. Milwaukee in the lead. Antetokounmpo inside, guarded by Edwards. Back to Green. Antetokounmpo for 3. The rebound by Embiid. And for Philadelphia, they're shooting a low 28% so far in this one. And here's Butler outside. Gabaselli. And that misses. That would have put him up. Antetokounmpo, left side. Trent outside. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Trent. Takes the 3. Laces one from 3.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Edwards for 3. Cash. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
What hustle in transition from Joel. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, it falls!
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbound.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. What's the best strategy for him?
This has to be a lob close enough to the basket to tip it in. No time for a catch and shoot.
So it's a narrow victory for the Bucks. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, you know, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and you know they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I mean, I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good center.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Prince's shot is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Jokic. Over Lopez. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
The amazing Nikola Jokic, Stan. How fun is this guy for us to watch every time we do a game?
Yeah, he's such an interesting guy, Kevin. He's got so many skills, and he's led the league in touches, but he's near the bottom in how long the ball sticks in his hand, constantly making quick decisions and passes. This guy is really like watching the best we've ever seen.
I would agree. And what a quality to know where to go with the ball when the pressure arrives. And it's Jokic missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
The kick out to Lopez. His three-pointers off the mark. Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Incoming, it's Joker time as Jokic shaking the arena with that slam.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Christian Brown.
For the Nuggets, number 4, Russell Westbrook.
Prince against Westbrook, and that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Westbrook.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
And the basket by Lillard. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. He thinks they need to focus on speeding up Nikola Jokic rather than trying to slow him down. Coach said Jokic dominates the game at his own pace, so we need to put more pressure on him and not allow him to play so patiently. Of course, that's easier said than done. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And a great look. Lillard always looking for teammates. Doesn't have tunnel vision.
Jokic, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And up the court from the Bucks on the break. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Denver grabs the miss.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Jokic with it. Guarded now by Prince. Porter passes to Jokic. Over Lopez. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Bucks leading by 6. Prince kicks to Antetokounmpo. And a missed layup.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And the dunk by Westbrook.
How about the anticipation there from Westbrook? Sees the play develop and gets in perfect position for the catch. And then, of course, those hops.
Antetokounmpo against Jokic. Lob pass to Gordon. And stolen by Kuzma. Lopez from long range. Kicks it out to Prince. There's the triple. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Big time shot.
And so it's Milwaukee, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Aiden Watson is out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Dropper in at the 2-guard. We were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
From 15 feet away. On the wing, Porter. He's covered by Westbrook. There's the setup and the slam by Giannis.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Jokic passes to Watson. That one's off, still out of sync.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
They kick it out to Green. Back to Giannis. Trent outside. 5 to shoot. Pass to Green. And they pick up 2. Green's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else in the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis, and it's Prince in for Green. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Nuggets trail by 11. And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Gary Trent, and Lillard subbed in for Kevin Porter. Jokic, he's checked in for Denver. Jokic inside. Lopez covering. Jokic against Lopez. Here's Murray. The rebound by the Bucks. We've got 1:55 left here in the second. From deep, Prince. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. The Nuggets trail by 12. To the inside. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35-13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Fades. And again, Denver no good. Milwaukee leading by 13. Lopez kicks to Kuzma. Outside Portis. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Looking to get back on track here. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. For three, Murray. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Didn't think that was going to go in. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
Incredible range. Lillard makes these deep shots look like they're effortless.
Jokic with it. Picked up by Kuzma. Kuzma against Jokic. There's Jokic being aggressive inside.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And Lillard kicks to Prince. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else. Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the looky like from 3 and capitalized.
And so it's Milwaukee controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what we're seeing from Taurean Prince.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
That first step of Lillard, deadly.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Jokic with the bucket.
Capable of being a very potent scorer, Jokic certainly has looked focused so far in this one.
Lillard with it. Now defended by Jokic. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Off target from outside. The Nuggets trail by 18. Murray outside. Back to Jokic. Antetokounmpo with the steal. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin. And I think 2 things. Number 1, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players. So you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Jokic drops it in from 11 feet. 16 points for Jokic.
spacing things out a little. Smart of Jokic to take advantage from that mid-range.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Milwaukee. No good that time either. The Nuggets trail by 18. Jokic passes to Gordon. And a wide open look for Porter. From outside, off the mark. Milwaukee's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Good on the triple. Brown's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. It's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. And it's sent back by Lillard. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
And big men aren't supposed to move that well in the open floor. That's a big reason Giannis earned the name, the Freak.
Murray finds Jokic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Kyle Kuzma picks one up. Denver shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Sims is checked in, and Bobby Portis subbed in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Denver also making a switch. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Christian Brown. They get it back. Prince wide open. Good on the three-point shot. Prince has got 18 points. The Nuggets trail by 21. Here's Jokic. He's got 18. Lets it go. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Lillard surveying the D. Pass to Portis over Westbrook. That's good from 17 feet away. Portis has got his second bucket.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Second chance effort, and Jokic lays it up and in. Jokic has got 20 points.
Plays like that make the coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Prince's shot is good.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jokic, no good. Bucks leading by 23. Here's Trent.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Jokic, whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And how about absorbing the punishment and still complete the play? That's a great finish by Jokic.
Milwaukee is going to less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Trent outside. Fires the three. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Oh, he got it!
Can you believe that?
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
First personal foul.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Denver will start the fourth quarter. We've got Russell Westbrook, Aiden Watson is out there with Sharch. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. Jokic inside. Working on Portis. Bucks leading by 20. And Porter, here we go. Green kicks to Trent. Pulls up. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Scooped up. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Giannis. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Porter. A 3 ball. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Porter's got his first 3 points of the game. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Well, sometimes you need more than just your stars, though. They've got to run something to get the other guys good looks.
There's Green with the 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Here's Jokic. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Jokic has got 30.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
Trent can't hit.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Yep, that one goes. Jokic has got 32 points in the game.
And this is what size and skill will do for you. Jokic refused to let the contact stop him.
It's Porter outside. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic just got rebound number 13 with that last one. Throws it up high. Yeah, we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Pass to Murray. Back to Jokic. Shoots over Portis. And it's Jokic missing. Bucks leading by 20. There's Porter with the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
On the wing, Porter. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Porter's got 9 points here in the second half. Jokic against Antetokounmpo. This one for 3. The Nuggets with another miss.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Denver's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Taurean Prince.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
Lets it go from deep. Jokic grabs the miss.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Carries it down low. Jokic has got 36.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Oh, he's going to get hit with his second flagrant foul of the day, and that's the limit. He's out of the game and on his way to the locker room.
And it's a much earlier end to this game for him than he would have wanted. He brought it on himself, though, Kevin. I mean, 2 fouls that were way too forceful.
Hey, G, the official's not cutting him any slack on the second one, but that usually is the way it goes. You know, once you cross the line and committed the first flagrant, there's a zero-tolerance policy. We all know that when it comes to the next one. No good. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of 2 teams. All right, DA, thanks again. And that about wraps it up.
BA, it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. And it's Murray in at the point. Jokic against Maxey. It's Jokic, high post. Shoots over Maxey. And that one's good.
This is exactly how you should use Jokic in these situations. Feed that beast inside.
Maxey finds Oubre. For 3, George. Rebounded by Denver. Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse.
And obviously, facing Nikola Jokic was the first top. Of conversation. Coach told me they don't hand out MVP awards. The Joker is one of the most talented players in league history, and he's 7 feet. It's unreal. In terms of how to stop Jokic, he laughed and said, I don't think anyone has that answer, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, BA, not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
And the call will be against Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Jokic passes to Gordon. Goes back up. And it's Jokic missing. Philadelphia has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. George for 3. Counted from distance.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Jokic with it, picked up by Embiid.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
There's the triple. And the 76ers another 3.
A focal point in this offense, Embiid has no hesitation shooting off the catch.
Oubre with a steal. And now the Sixers on the break. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. George outside. Pass to Maxey. This one for 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
The numbers testify. Tyrese Maxey is one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA.
Jokic, good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that. You know, the fact is, he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Pulls up. George, no good.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Jokic. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, BA. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
And the layup is good off the glass. Jokic has got 10 points.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Embiid passes to Maxey. Back to Embiid. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Hey, Embiid is used to this. It's second nature to him. That's why he's so good at being able to score through contact.
And he lobs it up top. Oubre with a steal. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. For 3, Maxey. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Maxi's got his second bucket of the night.
Really showing you how quick he can be with the basketball. Maxey letting it fly in a hurry.
Jokic, no good.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Embiid inside. He's against Murray. Good on the bucket. He has 7.
Inside, Embiid has almost too many options. A lot of ways he can get it done.
Looking to win the run. And it's Jokic laying it in.
Using the rim as a shield. Nice reverse.
Outside Oubre. From deep. Porter pulls it in. With 2 seconds left. And there's Murray. That one's good. On the assist by Jokic.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Sixers ahead. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. Michael Porter out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Strother in at the shooting guard position. They grab their own miss. On the wing, Porter. Back to Jokic. Launches a 3. The 3 ball is good from Jokic.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Pass to McCain. Fires the 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And 6'10" with laser-accurate quick release. Clark, Michael Porter Jr. can make the game look so easy.
It looks to me like he's really settled into his role, and he's embraced that. And he's worked through his own injury challenges, so there's a level of perseverance and resilience and grit that he's put into his book bag along with that fluid stroke and his athleticism. He's become a better rebounder and a better defender as well. I really like what he's become to this point in his career as a player.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
KBA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Ryan, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie.
A true sniper from long range, Porter Jr. with a nice stroke on that shot.
The Nuggets lead by 6. Here's Jokic. Second shot opportunity. Outside Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Jokic in the post. Embiid covers. And it's Jokic missing. Philadelphia has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. To the right side. And here's Butler outside. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Back to Westbrook. Over Butler. Westbrook can't hit. And so it's Embiid who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. McCain shot is off. The Nuggets have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. And again, Denver no good. 76ers trail by 3. And now the Sixers on the break. The 3 is up. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, BA. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit. This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth. Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Embiid with a steal. And here's Butler outside. Good. And the assist to Embiid. Butler's got 6 here in the quarter.
Nice job finding the open teammate that time. What a pass right there from Embiid.
And it's Watson missing. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Gordon, the pass to Jokic.
And that's a nice job by Jokic, getting fouled in the act, and you know he's going to cash in most times.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far at the line. The free throw drops for Jokic.
Nikola Jokic.
And so he hits both. 76ers trail by 3. And there's the drop.
Oh, my goodness! Whoa! B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine, even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Jokic. For 3, Maxey. That shot is off. It's been all about Nikola Jokic for Denver. He's been productive scoring the ball. He's got Allie as always. Thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the 3rd quarter here on 2K Sports. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
They've got Joel Embiid. George out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Tyrese Maxey, and it's Grimes in at the 2. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. Murray passes to Jokic. No stopping Jokic in the paint.
Tonight it's been all Joker all the time. He's been pouring it on here.
And stolen by Jokic. Murray finds Jokic, and Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Jokic. 22 points for him. Pass to Gordon. Back to Jokic. Outside Murray. From behind the arc. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got 6 assists now in the game. Maxey passes to Oubre. Takes a 3. And the 76ers another 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Over to the left wing. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Brown's got 5 now.
And that's a sweet dime from Jokic. He's always had good vision, and it only seems to get better every year.
Pass to Grimes. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Launches it from deep. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic just got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your 76ers.
Now Jokic. He's got 24. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. The Sixers again can't hit. The Nuggets lead by 10. And Gordon with the basket on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got assist number 8 here already in the game. Clark, when it comes to someone like Aaron Gordon, it seems like he makes at least one jaw-dropping play every night.
Well, when you've got that kind of special athleticism, BA, you can do that. You can make highlight-type plays just by virtue of your activity and giftedness as an athlete. But he's become a heck of a basketball player, too. You always knew the athleticism was there, the energy was there, the work rate was there. But now you're seeing the skill develop. I love watching him work.
And it's Maxey missing.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
Westbrook, he's checked in for Brown.
Whatever this team needs from Jokic, he seems to provide it because he works so hard. Whether it's points, passing, rebounding, improved defensively, love his determination.
Ooh, stolen by Murray. Pass to Gordon. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got 9 assists now tonight.
And although he's 6'9", Gordon runs and sprints like a much smaller man. He's got gazelle-like form and speed in transition. And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Here's Jokic. 25 points in the game. And Gordon with the big finish.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
Fires the 3. Here's Grimes. Pounded by Westbrook. Beyond the arc. Grimes' shot is off. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Nuggets. Pass to Murray. Back to Jokic. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Jokic has got 7 now in this quarter. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Out to the wing. Now Embiid. Takes the 3. Oh, look at the range. Joel is good for 3.
And Embiid does have this range. I mean, it's something the defense has to respect.
Throws it up high. And Gordon with the big finish.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Outside for Porter. And so it's Denver up 15 points as this quarter concludes. Their defensive efforts have paid off. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Denver, looking at who they've got to start the fourth. They've got Russell Westbrook. Dario Saric is out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Christian Brown, and it's Murray in at the 1.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Gordon, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Edwards, he's checked in for Gordon. Jokic with it, now guarded by Butler. Murray from outside. Kept alive. Second chance shot. There's another rebound.
Collecting yet another board.
He has been everywhere. Just an animal. Over to the wing. Here's McCain. The Sixers with another miss. The Nuggets lead by 19. Inside.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Butler, a screen on Westbrook. McCain fires in the triple.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved. I tell you, Embiid's teammates absolutely love setting him up. I mean, they know he's going to finish strong every time.
Brown's shot is good. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming in attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Denver.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
You know what? They impressed me from the mid-range. I mean, understanding that there's more places to shoot than beyond the arc.
Out left to the wing. Here's Embiid. The rebound by Murray. Denver leading by 21. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Oubre, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Philadelphia's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. The deep three from Murray. That's tipped. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
Philadelphia ball.
Here's Maxey. Launches it. Jokic grabs the board.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
1:56 left in the fourth. And that one drops for him. Jokic has got 6 points in the quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Denver leading by 20. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball.
A great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
There's 1:47 left in the fourth. Jokic against Embiid. Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Maxey. Rebounded by Denver.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Nuggets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Nikola Jokic.
What a night. Doing it all. A triple-double. It takes a special player to do that. You have to enjoy watching this guy play.
Embiid with it. Now Porter defending. Porter pulls it in. Denver has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Now here's Jokic. Fires from way outside. The rebound by Embiid. Here's Oubre. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist.
And, you know, the evolution of Embiid continues. At 7 feet tall, he can look over defenders and make great passes, and he's got a nice feel for passing the ball.
And a deep three from Jokic. And again, it's Denver missing. And so it's Embiid with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And stolen by Murray. Jokic with it. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. To walk in. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us.
feel to it, doesn't it? These teams love to run things down low.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a matchup, Kevin. A little bit of bully ball, you could say. Having a center you can run your offense through makes the rest of your offense that much better.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the 3.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Lillard attacking. Lopez against Embiid. Lock at 6. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Lopez has got the opening basket of the game for the Bucks. Now Maxey. Grimes passes to Maxey. And his first shot of the game, no good.
Now, I understand that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, showing that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
And stolen by Lillard. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Now, here's Maxey. From downtown, trains the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute, and we talked about the problems that Giannis poses. He said, look, there's no easy way to defend Giannis. We have to be physical with him, keep him out of the paint as much as possible. But he acknowledged that even having multiple bodies on Giannis sometimes just isn't enough. Guys?
Thank you, David.
The pure shooting stroke of Maxey, gifted at draining it from outside the arc.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lillard. From past the arc, connects from three-point range.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Shot by Grimes, no good.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Now Maxey. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo from deep. Embiid kicks to George. Oubre for 3. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Off target with his 3. Milwaukee in the lead. Lillard from deep three-point land. Whoa! Big time shot!
No, he didn't.
I don't think I have ever seen anything like that in my career. Wow!
George, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Kuzma from outside off the mark. Philadelphia's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Antetokounmpo against Embiid. Back to Oubre. 6 on the shot clock. Maxey kicks to Oubre. Here's Grimes. They get it again. Back to Oubre. Sinks the three-pointer.
Nice pass by Embiid, smartly taking advantage of a wide-open man.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Maxey. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. Oubre with the steal. One-on-one fast break. And George gets it to go.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Lillard against Maxey. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Philadelphia's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Embiid wide open. It's hauled in by Giannis.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Lillard the pass to Giannis. Now here's Kuzma. And Lillard kicks to Kuzma. Back to Lillard. Lays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got 8.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
It's all tied in Philadelphia. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Gary Trent is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. Now here's Porter. Pass to Trent. Screen by Giannis. The kick out to Porter. Launches a 3, and Gary Trent Jr. hits from deep. Trent's got the first basket of the second quarter for Milwaukee. It's Edwards on the wing. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Trent finds Green. Back to Trent. Takes the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. Got a piece of it. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Shoots the 3. Antetokounmpo stretching the floor with the 3.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Embiid dishes to Edwards. Back to Embiid. Pass to Edwards. From outside the arc. Embiid, no good. Bucks leading by 6. Here's Trent. The kick out to Porter. Back to Trent. Antetokounmpo passes to Trent. Porter in the corner. 5 on the clock. He's looking for Portis and finds him. And they pick up 2. And now it's an 8-point Bucks lead.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Bangs on the trifecta.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Porter kicks to Giannis. Trent outside. Launches it. The offensive rebound. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Cans it from downtown. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 8 now for Milwaukee. Embiid, the pass to Yabusele. Out to Edwards. Here's McCain. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And here's Trent outside. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
You like to see Giannis hitting those, but you'll live with that if you're the defense.
Edwards kicks to Butler. Here's McCain. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Trent outside for the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Yeah, and that 3-point shot really has looked off here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Bucks leading by 9. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Here's the 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to McCain. Back to Butler. puts up a three, gets the three-pointer to fall. Butler's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And Giannis gets it to go.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Butler. Pass to McCain. Here's Yabusele. No good on the three. From deep, Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Yabusele. Here's McCain. And so it's Milwaukee, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've done a lot of great work. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Oubre out there with Embiid. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Now, we've seen this a few times, Richard. Players getting booed at home. And that's got to be painful for a player.
You get taken back a little bit. For some players, it's deserved. But it's always a surprise. But you have to be self-aware. Did you deserve to get booed? In most cases, it's true.
A 3-ball. Rebound by the 76ers.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Milwaukee leading by 9. Kuzma finds Lopez. Back to Giannis. 3-pointer. That's no good. He's shooting 5 of 10 for the night. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Back to Maxey. The 76ers with another miss. Bucks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a 3-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. And he makes all 3. The 76ers trail by 12. Nobody near George. Buries the long-range jumper. George has got 6.
Quick decision right there from George, not giving the D any time to react.
Lillard from outside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And here's George for 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Bucks leading by 9. And Lillard kicks to Prince for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
3-point.
Lillard's got 4 assists now tonight.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader. But he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates. And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about want. And he is playing with 110% effort.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Embiid.
And he knows he has the green light. Embiid's kind of the attitude attitude in these moments just makes him even more lethal.
Prince wide open, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 12 points for him.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And it's George missing.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
The wide open look here for Lopez, and the wing jumper offline. The 76ers trail by 10. Maxey kicks to Oubre. The three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Prince with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Lets it go from deep. And it's Giannis missing. 76ers shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Embiid dishes to George. Launches from deep. It's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To the inside. Stolen by George. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
When Maxey is feeling himself, he can really fill up that stat sheet.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Lillard, right side. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Milwaukee, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The 76ers trail by 7. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Green in its small forward. Antetokounmpo. And here's Trent outside. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Edwards, he's checked in for the 76ers.
Coming up to the floor for your Sixers, number 19, Justin Edwards.
And here's Trent outside. Rebound by the 76ers.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Embiid against Portis. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two. That's a jump ball.
And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That's his first foul. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Butler.
First team foul. Coming up to the floor for your Sixers.
Porter against Lowry. From deep. Green with the rebound. Bucks leading by 7. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Quentin Grimes is checked in for Philadelphia. Butler comes in for Kyle Lowry. The Bucks also with the sub. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Green. Nice shot by Portis.
There's so little ego in Giannis's game. It's not about him out there. He wants to make the game easier for his teammates.
The 76ers with another miss. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Portis kicks to Giannis. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Butler, no good. Milwaukee's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Got that bucket in no time at all. Prince has got the lead up to 13 now for the Bucks.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Gary Trent. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Kevin Porter. Antetokounmpo, no good.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
Lillard left side. Fires the three. Good on the three-point shot. And the Bucks lead by 13.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. This is the most they've led by 13 points. And that one's good, George.
And we know George can score from all three levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
Kicks it out to Prince. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way. Embiid, the pass to George. Shoots over Kuzma. George, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
Kuzma outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Lets it go with the three. He is hauled in by Paul George. The 76ers trail by 10. There's the three. Right through the cylinder that time. All net.
How about the quickness there from George? Pulling up before the defense can get set.
From deep, Prince. Kicks it out to Lillard. The tray. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 16th rebound on the night. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. And he's good on the three ball. And now it's only a 5-point Bucks lead. And the Bucks, they're shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Rebounded by the Bucks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Lillard finds Antetokounmpo. And nothing is falling for him right now. The 76ers shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Another miss by Maxey.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want.
He got it! Goodness. Wow, way outside!
When in doubt, just do something spectacular.
Fires the three. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
When it comes down to crunch time, Maxey wants the ball in his hands.
They get it back. Pass to Kuzma. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Lillard from outside. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. From deep, Prince. The shot comes out.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Second team foul.
And here's Maxey. And so the Bucks take the win. They came in here and took care of business. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Richard Jefferson.
They are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
And the Milwaukee starting five. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the three. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Here's Milwaukee. It's a three-point game. And Antetokounmpo, here we go. Kuzma finds Prince. 4-3. Knocks down the long J.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
And it's Jokic with the ball for the Nuggets. Pass to Gordon. Jokic with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Just 5 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get one up. Murray, no good. Antetokounmpo surveys. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
Yeah, once Giannis gets the ball there, you can forget it.
Here are the Nuggets with the ball. To stop the run. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. The Bucks have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
And it's Jokic missing. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Nuggets. We discussed the challenges a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo presents for his defense, and coach responded saying he's a handful for sure. I told our guys to make sure we seal up any lanes to the basket and just try to make him beat us with his jumper. It won't be easy, but coach feels like they'll be able to make it a little more difficult for Giannis. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Now here's Jokic. That one off the back iron and out. The steal. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far, and he makes it.
This is a nice battle inside. It's a matchup where Jokic has the size and the moves to probably take advantage of the defense.
Lillard against Murray. Pass to Prince. Screen by Antetokounmpo. The three ball. Prince can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Nuggets trail by 11. Jokic with it. He's picked up by Lillard. Counted. Jokic has got his second basket on the night.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Murray. And another miss by Milwaukee.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul of the game for the Nuggets. Watson comes in for Porter Jr. And it's Westbrook in for Brown. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Portis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Misses off the right iron. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 13-4 run. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. On target from range. Lillard's got 8 points.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Curve it up.
And Peyton Watson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Saric checks in for the Nuggets. Michael Porter comes in for Gordon. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Physicality that Bobby Portis brings to the game is something that his teammates really get behind. It makes him such an effective player out there, impacting the attitude of so many.
Jokic is checked in for Denver. Smith, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Now here's Jokic. Up and over Smith. Jokic gets the bucket. Jokic has gotten his third basket of the night.
Size and touch of Jokic just too much, finishing with power and finesse.
Trent. Right wing. Lillard with the ball. He's picked up by Westbrook. Outside Porter. Fires from deep. Jokic grabs the board. Nuggets trail by 12. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that one good.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
For 3, here's Lillard. Hits the three-pointer. 11 points in the game.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter, exploding from the perimeter.
Porter with the steal, with 1 on the clock. No good there. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Bucks ahead. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Gary Trent is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Green in at the small forward position. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
Jokic doing a better job there of using his body inside and getting the angle, then finds his way to the line.
Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Milwaukee leading by 11. Antetokounmpo for 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And it's Green with the ball for Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Portis. Porter with the steal. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything."
Oh, come on, Giannis. Unreal.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
And that one's good. Strother.
And that's what he's known for, right? His ability to scan the floor and find open guys.
Antetokounmpo, right side. Look at Giannis playing big inside against contact.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Milwaukee leading by 8. Antetokounmpo outside. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Off target with a jump hook. For Denver, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Pass to Jokic. Here's the floater. Six to shoot. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got his 4th rebound in this one. There's the 3. Going all the way to the rack.
Oh, what a pass. Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. Porter, the pass to Portis. 3-pointer. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Jokic. Oh, that's too easy for Jokic when he gets inside position.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
And out of bounds, Denver will have it. A different look for Denver. Brown's checked in for Watson, and Jamal Murray is subbed in for Strother. Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. Prince comes in for Green. Jokic with it, and Lopez picks him up, and it's good. 2 points. Jokic has got 16 points now.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range. Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by Lopez. Milwaukee leading by 4. Trent from long range. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists tonight.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
Brown passes to Jokic. Shoots over Lopez. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. Milwaukee making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Kuzma comes in for Trent. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. Here's Jokic. And there's the lob. And then Porter with the dunk.
And that's a great idea. Just throw the lob anywhere and let Porter go get it.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Ooh, stolen by Westbrook.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
And the basket by Jokic.
So polished in his all-around game. I'm not surprised to see Jokic roaring down there on the fast break.
And here's Lopez from the arc. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Got it up. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Bucks on top, up by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Jokic, no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And that stride that you see from Giannis is just so effective out there getting around defenders.
Porter the pass to Jokic. To the wing, right side. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Lopez. Pass to Kuzma. Three-pointer. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. And so Jokic will bring it up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 4. And you know Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line, Brent.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune with Lillard's ability to drill you from the three-point line. He gets around the initial guy and then into the teeth of the defense where he's very strong at attacking the rim.
To the left side wing. From 7 feet away. Count that one. Jokic has got 21.
Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Corner shot. And the jumper falls for him. Prince has got 5 now. Nuggets trail by 4. Jokic on the drive. Down low. Brown passes to Jokic. Over on Antetokounmpo. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Bucks have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. The kick out to Kuzma. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got 3 assists tonight. Here's Jokic. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Nice catch and finish on the lob. And now it's a 9-point Bucks lead.
Well, Damian Lillard, he's got that score-first mindset, but very encouraging to see how he's trying to set up his teammates as a playmaker right here.
Pass to Gordon. Back to Jokic. Oh, stolen by Lillard. In transition. Here come the Bucks. The feed. The jam. Giannis.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Rejected by Lopez. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lopez. Westbrook, he's checked in for Brown. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for the Bucks. They kick it out to Murray.
2 minutes remaining.
Oh, there's the alley. And it's Jokic missing.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Outside Porter. Can they get it? Connects from downtown. Porter's gotten his second bucket.
Not second guessing as Porter makes the right decision to score that time.
For 3, here's Lillard. Lillard drains the outside shot.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Jokic. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Livingston comes in for Antetokounmpo. Denver shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Feel like Jokic could play with the baton out there because he's orchestrating.
Livingston, good. Livingston's got his first points in this one.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Pass to Prince. From the baseline. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Yep, count it. Jokic has got 7 points for the quarter.
He's been their top scorer, but he's really had to fight for it. He'll need to be more efficient in the future for this club to reach its full potential.
A different look for Denver. Saric checks in for Nikola Jokic. Najee comes in for Gordon. And it's Watson in for Murray. Green's checked in for the Bucks. Porter Jr. comes in for Prince. And Denver making a change here. Jokic is checked in. Porter finds Lillard. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Lillard's got 17 points.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And it's Green missing. Nuggets trail by 11. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And the basket by Jokic.
The Joker right there pulling up off the bounce. Is there anything that guy cannot do offensively?
Here's Lillard. Pass to Portis. The three. Buries it from 3. He's got 5.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's Jokic. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Milwaukee now holding a 12-point lead. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Green in at the 3. Jokic is checked in for the Nuggets. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Denver's head coach was saying to the team. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling, guys. Come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
Thank you for that, Allie.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Lopez is checked in to the middle. Pass to Green. Intercepted. Jokic against Lopez. And the foul on Brook Lopez. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's the 3. And it's Watson missing. The Bucks leading by 14. In transition. Here come the Bucks. And they'll get another chance. Trent, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Tries again. 5 to shoot. Trent on the wing. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Bucks lead by 17.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Lopez against Jokic. Pass to Watson. Looking to get it going. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Kevin Porter.
Almost converts despite the contact.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. And so Jokic will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. 17-point game. 4-3. The Joker knocks it down.
And Jokic showing that he can be a stretch 5.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Foul called. Looked like the D didn't get there in time. And he'll shoot free throws. Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. but inside, Giannis is going to get there, and he's going to devastate you.
And he's going for the oop here. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Aaron Gordon's checked in for Denver. Michael Porter comes in for Russell Westbrook. Back to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
One of the better dunkers we have in the NBA, Aaron Gordon. Showtime.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Antetokounmpo outside. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Here's Lopez. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 5 assists tonight. Nuggets trail by 13. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Out of bounds. It'll be Bucks ball.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Milwaukee is gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Kuzma down low. Porter's there. Lopez. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lopez. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Lopez. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Lopez has got 6 here in the quarter.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
He was gripping the rock on the way to the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. Nuggets trail by 13. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
What's Jokic, like 6'10" out there? Not many defenders are going to be able to match up with that kind of size.
The Bucks have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Bucks.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
Jokic, good. 26 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
And the basket is good.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Stolen by Jokic. So this one belongs to the Bucks. They have to feel good about this performance. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
to his side. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. Greg, we're sure to see a lot of quality basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's Denver now. Here's Brown. Outside Porter. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Philadelphia. Oubre on the wing. Here's Embiid. Nice shot from the wing.
And Embiid being assertive offensively, wasting no time in getting that one.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Briefly spoke with David Adelman. He thinks Tyrese Maxey is a guy they have to watch. He said he reads the floor well and understands situational basketball. Defensively, it's tough to speed him up or slow him down. He really plays at his own pace. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. 76ers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And the Denver Nuggets, led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. Stan, they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin. But one caveat here. You can surround Nikola Jokic with any player, Kevin, and he will figure out their strengths and get them the ball where they need to have it. This guy makes everyone better.
So you think we're not giving enough attention maybe to what he thinks upstairs, how he sees the game?
He sees the game, Kevin, as well as anyone who's ever played it, and he directs traffic out there. He is a true point center.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his ankles.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
Both good from the line that time.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Outside Gordon. Back to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, Jokic with attitude there. Love it.
Maxey kicks to Embiid. They get a hand on it. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Denver making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
Here's Jokic. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And he banks in the layup. Jokic has got 8 points.
And if Jokic has the position inside, forget it.
And really, Coach Van Gundy, the acquisition of Aaron Gordon for the Nuggets was one of the things that elevated them to the championship caliber team that we saw.
Yeah, Kevin, he was sort of the missing piece. He's a great fit in the front court alongside of Jokic. His athleticism, his defense, his ability to score inside have really made them a great tandem.
And what about his ability, Stan, to fit in right off the bat and make a difference?
You know, just about anybody can fit in playing with Jokic, Kevin. He makes the game easy.
Well said. Embiid wide open. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Jokic. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The 76ers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Oubre. Oubre's got 3 assists in the game. Maxey against Murray. To the middle. And Jokic throws it down.
Capable of being a very potent scorer. Jokic certainly has looked focused so far in this one.
Here's Embiid driving in, and Embiid throws it down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Jokic passes to Murray. Jokic against Embiid, and finished off by Porter.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Maxey kicks to Embiid. The three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic with it. He's got 13. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a... And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Take it. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And it's no secret that Embiid enjoys the spotlight. When he gets a chance to show off some, he seizes it. Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive, so there's a balance.
Embiid throws it down.
Well, no question, Joel Embiid is page 1 on the scouting report. Maybe page 2 and 3 as well. He is a handful.
Here's Jokic, and Joel Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers leading by 5. Hit the crossover. Westbrook pulls it in. Edwards against Jokic. Edwards with the block, and he gets it back. Kept alive. It's good on the putback.
Boy, you better be mindful of that wingspan that Jokic possesses, especially when he's attacking the backboard.
Embiid, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Jokic. They get it back. The second effort. And the rejection by Embiid.
So agile at 7 feet. Embiid covers a lot of territory.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Russell Westbrook. So Stan, you started in the NBA back in the mid-90s. How is coaching different from, say, now to back then?
Wow, Kevin, it's just so different and in so many ways. The players have gotten better. Bigger, faster, more skilled. There's more coaches on a staff. Strength coaches have increased in volume and in influence, so there's less practice. Everything now has to be done differently.
Everything is bigger, isn't it?
It really is.
And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat, but a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Nailed from three-point land. Maxey's got the lead up to 6 now for Philadelphia. Murray outside. Here's Jokic. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
From deep, Jokic. And it's Grimes with the rebound. Grimes has got 4 rebounds in this game. Embiid driving. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Yabusele, he's checked in for the 76ers. Here's Murray. He has yet to score. We've got 1:48 left in the second quarter. Jokic inside. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Maxey. No good with the triple. The Nuggets trail by 6. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Watson, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Embiid's checked in.
The fall away upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
And the shot is good. Embiid's got 28 points for the game.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Jokic kicks to Murray. This one for 3. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Jokic.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days. And he's...
Yeah, Embiid is a big target.
And you put the ball anywhere within a 3-foot radius of the rim, and Embiid's gonna go get it. And he's also coming with bad intentions.
Jokic with the bucket.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Here's Embiid. And Brown pulls it down. The Nuggets trail by 5. Jokic has a 2-pointer. Up again. Can't get the putback. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Here's Embiid, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Oh, that's terrific anticipation from Jokic, erasing that shot attempt.
Jokic gets it done right in front, in close.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for the Philadelphia 76ers. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
They're thinking about a shot.
We've got second-half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. Before in the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic, and it's Murray in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Off the mark from 16 feet out. Philadelphia leading by 4. Here's Embiid, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen. The best three-point shooter, or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA, and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers lead. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Nuggets have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree they do, David. Thank you very much. And Philadelphia making a change here. Yabusele's checked in. Porter with the steal. Jokic with it. Now defended by Embiid to stop the run. Come on! Jokic with the touch.
And the teardrop coming from a 7-footer. No one is stopping the Joker there.
Last season, Stan, Jokic passed LeBron's all-time triple-double mark. And he did it stunningly in 813 fewer games.
Yeah, now it's really possible, Kevin, that he's going to end up at the top of that triple-double list by the time his career's over. He's got the big O and Westbrook in his sights. You know, don't sell this guy short. He can do it almost any night.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Yep, that one goes in there. Embiid's got 44.
And really, Embiid is a threat to score from anywhere. The defense has got to honor him. And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
And here's Jokic outside. Hits it from three-point range. Jokic has got 35 in the game.
Not always a huge part of Jokic's game, but the three-point shot, he's becoming more comfortable taking. I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Denver. From deep, Jokic, and again Denver with the triple.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Embiid, the pass to Maxey. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact. And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Sharch has checked in for Denver. Aiden Watson comes in for Jamal Murray. Embiid inside. He's covered by Westbrook. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 51. Jokic passes to Watson. Baseline jumper. And Sharch kicks to Watson. Takes it from 10. Here's Jokic. You know what? They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. The 76ers leading by 12. Here's Embiid. Embiid absorbs the contact on the finish.
And right there, Embiid showing he's just too big and too skilled to stop.
From deep, Jokic. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. There's the drive. And Embiid throws it down.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
And so it's Philadelphia, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th, we've got Joel Embiid. Abusele out there with Edwards. Then it's Butler. And it's McCain in at the 2 guard. Here's Sharch. Offensive rebound. Butler with the steal. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Denver making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 3rd assist on the night.
A playmaker in every sense of the word. Westbrook is pretty much a walking triple-double.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots, and a miss there on the triple. The 76ers leading by 16. Embiid inside. Murray on him. Embiid, no good. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again. And then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
And you got to be aware of where Jokic is on the break. Analyzes transition situations and takes advantage of it.
And there's the whistle. That's going to go on Christian Brown. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the 76ers.
Broke loose. Pass to Embiid. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Count it, good. Jokic has got 49 points in the game. The 76ers leading by 11. Here's Embiid. Here's Oubre. 2nd chance shot. And good. There's another.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Jokic, that's a 2-pointer. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. At one point, they led by 16. Embiid, the pass to Maxey. In the air and down hard.
Oh, stop.
Kaboom!
Woo! Oh, that was some power on that dunk.
Jokic racing in to take a shot.
And when Jokic drives, he's like a freight train with that great physical ability, able to kind of push the defense wherever he wants them to go.
Embiid, no good. The Nuggets trail by 11. Jokic, that's a 2-pointer. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Philadelphia has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Embiid, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And how about the poise from Embiid? Gets fouled, but stays with the shot and able to get that one in the air.
Gordon's checked in for the Nuggets. Porter comes in for Russell Westbrook. Nuggets running out of time. The open shot, Jokic. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Jokic has got 55.
Smooth like butter. Jokic can make you pay from anywhere.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Denver's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. And here's Jokic outside. Maxey grabs the miss.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, He's got to find something easy.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Philadelphia.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Joel Embiid.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Jokic against Embiid. It's hauled in by Jokic. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 9 points. And again, Denver with the triple.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
And again, 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Jokic from deep three-point territory. Can't connect from long distance. Embiid drives in, and he comes up with the deuce. And it's a 10-point 76ers lead. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. We're Stan Van Gundy.